Let's look at Jupiter in the ninth house. Now, I love the ninth house. It's all about ideology, teaching,
Mm.
religion, belief system, and higher education, long distance travel. And with Jupiter here in the ninth house, it brings luck and expansion to all of those areas.
Not only that, this is a Jupiter's natural home
Hmm.
placement, right? So
Yeah.
Jupiter is really not only thriving, it's a home sign. So that's why it's a double the luck, double the expansion, double the blessing, double the gift, and also double the teaching energy in here as well.
Exactly, because this is Sagittarius' natural home in the ninth house, and that is the opposite polarity of Gemini. So Gemini, we learn how to communicate
Communicate.
exactly, and it's the news information that we intake every
Mhm.
day that ultimately forms our ideology here in this ninth house. So now you're taking this third house of learning and communication, and you're now sharing it with the world. And Jupiter really helps to expand that.
And people who has a Jupiter in ninth house, they're like a traveling or going into the university abroad or like a far away place from the home
Hmm.
happen really easily
Yeah.
because of Jupiter brings a luck.
Hmm. And you could be a lifelong learner. You could be a professor.
Hmm.
You could be just constantly around foreigners. You might be living in a foreign country.
This is a placement for the religion,
Hmm.
right? So when I see Jupiter in Sagittarius, like all I think about is like a long time ago, like 100 years ago, when Christian people just went far away from their place to just bring their ideology into the world. And
Hmm.
at that time, there's no navigation and there's no technology, but they just have a belief that
Hmm.
I have to share my ideology, my belief system, my religion
Hmm.
into the world. So they went to rural Africa, to even Asia, and they didn't even know if people living in there, but they
Hmm.
just had a like a mindset just far away, right?
Yeah.
So the arrow, the archer, they just went there.
Yeah.
And Jupiter in ninth house, like it looks like that. And also still people who have a tendency or like their energy is like that, not as much as that Christian people did 100
Hmm.
years ago, but those people really, when they believing in something, they just want to bring that into the world.
Exactly, because they see life as an adventure.
Hmm.
And with Jupiter there, it's giving them that trust, right? It's like I
Hmm.
trust that I can go into the unknown
Hmm.
in like distant jungles and forests
Yep.
and rural areas and just have this higher belief
Mm.
system that, what, God or someone's gonna protect me and that everything's gonna be okay. And so that's Jupiter. They're really just helping bring that trust and the luck and the expansion.
And also in the mundane, standpoint, the people who has a Jupiter in ninth house, they like to share their experience. For
Hmm.
example, they are the one who buys brand new, unknown product,
Hmm.
like let's say blender. Like this is a new technology, it's very
Hmm.
expensive, but like that person just jumping in, maybe try to become a like innovator or like
Hmm.
early adopter. They use it, and when they like it, they share all the information with the people around them. They try to teach people, educate people, and they want to bring that like that luck and expansion through that kind of energy as well.
So have you ever gotten the travel bug, just like hopping from one country to another into another? And that could be a ninth house Jupiter. And because of all of the different experiences, cultural experiences you've had through all these countries, it may even, spark immigration, wanting to live extended stays in different countries around the world. So it might be a little hard to settle down, especially during your youth, but definitely like just this quest for meaning and culture,
Going for the unknown,
going for the
yeah.
unknown, exactly, that really becomes a huge part of your life. And with all this expansive energy in this ninth house, philosophy and synthesizing all of this Gemini third house knowledge into this ninth house of, transcending the everyday mundane stuff into something that's more spiritual. That could be something that really piques your interest into writing about religion, writing about God, writing about where do we go after
Hmm.
we die. And so these philosophical thought process is something that really helps you to find meaning with Jupiter in the ninth house.